Good evening, YouTube. This is Pepe, and I'm coming to you again with one of my late evening meals. I know it's about 10 o'clock, and usually I don't eat a meal this late, but I skipped a meal earlier, so I want to get it together tonight to have a meal before I go to bed. At least one meal, and then this is a cooked meal. Sorry, fully raw, Christina, but I need some hot food in my life. So tonight I'm preparing some Spelt flour spaghetti noodles with organic spaghetti sauce. I've already made the spaghetti sauce. I'm heating the pans and stuff up. Can't wait for you guys to see what happens and see if you guys try it and like it. All right, well, first thing what I have here is the spaghetti sauce. I put some tomatoes in a food processor and basically boiled them first, cooled them off, peeled them, and then just added in my seasonings. And it came out pretty good. Now on this back burner right here, I'm starting to water for my spelt noodles. And then up here on this front burner, I'm going to be adding a little grapeseed oil because I'm going to do some sauteing of vegetables to add into the spaghetti sauce. And over here is where I have the vegetables. I'm going to add some red and white onions and green peppers. And I have some leftover seasonings from what I put in my spaghetti sauce, which I'll list below. Then I have some parsley and agave over here to try to make things sweet. And I also have some fresh garlic that I'm going to crack and put in there to saute as well, then add it back in. So you guys stay tuned and I'll be right back with you to see, so you can see everything that I'm making. I'm a little tired tonight. Oh, before I forget, I went and got some bread, y'all. Okay, the bread that I got is called UD's gluten-free bread. It's an ancient grain. It's got flaxseed and fiber. I did read it. It does have wheat in it, but that's not gonna hurt anything. It does have cornstarch and egg whites. That's not gonna hurt anything either. This is the closest thing that I could get to vegan bread at the time, so I want to try it and see how that turns out. I'm going to put some garlic and some grapeseed oil on that for my bread for my spaghetti. All right. Well, letting everything heat up. And then I just let my water come to a boil. Usually I put grapeseed oil in it and salt. But because the pasta sauce is so flavorful, I'm just going to hold back on that. And I'll tell you guys what I got in my spaghetti sauce in a minute. All right. So be right back. Okay, YouTube, got everything going. Got the pasta noodles in the pan. And I learned this, as you put them in and they start to soften up, they'll shrink down and fit inside of any pan you put them in. So I don't really need those big old pots. I only cook a small amount at a time anyway. I don't want nothing to go to waste. So I'm going to get these in here. And then they only take about 7 to 10 minutes to cook. Get these in here boiling and cooking real good, real quick. Then over here, the back, I have the extra vegetables sauteing with the garlic. It smells really, really nice that I'm gonna pour into the sauce. And then back to my sauce. I'm gonna let that caramelize a little bit and let everything become translucent before I put it in my sauce. Now in my sauce, the seasonings I use oregano, I use thyme, I use garlic powder, I used onion powder, I use a little salt and pepper, and parsley. And then, of course, I did the Roman tomatoes, which I boiled first and then peeled them and then put them in the processor. Added all those seasonings to it. And then let this simmer for an hour before I decide to add my sauteed vegetables to it. So that's going to saute for a minute. This has been cooked for 2 or 3 minutes. Now what I'm going to take and do here, because I keep my bread frozen, I'm just going to put it in my little toaster oven to unthaw a little bit, because I'm going to toast it twice. And then after I toast it the second time, I'm going to add the garlic oil sauce over the bread. And I do 2 because I might eat some now, then I might have some for later. So let's stay tuned again. It's going down. All right. Okay, YouTube. Bread has toasted once. I'm flipping it around to toast it once again. Get it nice, moist, and crunchy. And here I have some, and you can go to your local organic market. I got some grapeseed oil, some vegan margarine, and some garlic powder, just to mix up to put on the toast when it comes out. And then over here, I done went on ahead and added in my sauteed vegetables. See, my noodles almost done. They're almost ready now. I'm going to stir this in and let this cook down for about 5 more minutes. So I don't want to overcook the vegetables. And beginning to look like that's almost done. So I am going to let this cook about 5 more minutes. My toast and came golden brown, just kind of like it. So now I done stirred up the mixture. I'm gonna pour it on here and spread it on the toast. The garlic, the grapeseed oil, and the margarine. Okay, look like the noodles are just about done. Pasta sauce has simmered down. I'm ready to cut these off real quick. Ready to drain these noodles. I will not be rinsing them, but I will be draining them. Give it a little shake off. Then I will be stirring it around, loosen it up. These noodles actually look like oozing noodles. In your local organic store, they'll have different sizes of Spelt spaghetti noodles. So, and then I've also heard that they sell them in Target. So that'll be a good alternative to regular pasta noodles. And what I'm going to do now is take my hot hands and put this back over on the table so it can drip while I do this. Yes, coming to the bowl. And then move a little faster. Take this off. Now I just leave the top over here too while I'm at it. Make this thing right. Alright, I'm going to set up and plate and show you guys the finished result. Okay, and voila, cell phone magic. It is all finished with my flaxseed vegan bread, my spelt pasta, and then my homemade pasta sauce from heirloom tomatoes, onions, garlic, and green peppers. Hopefully you guys will try it. If you like, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and I guess it's bon appetit. Let me give it a little swirl and a little taste. It's actually my first time using these kind of noodles, because usually I make my noodles from scratch. But honestly, taking 2 hours to make something to eat, girl be starving. Look at that. Oh my God, it's so good and so spicy. And no meat. Well, it's your girl Pepe. Remember, live good and eat healthy. Or eat good and live healthy. All right. Good night.